Hello, in the 11th, 10th episode of Blues Clues and William, which is me, we're gonna tell you all what's our favorite songs from Sid the Science Kid. And I'll be going first, just remember that, Blue. So my favorite song from Sid the Science Kid is Wheels, Feel the Rolling Rotation. So Blue, will it be okay if I can play Blues Clues to figure out what's your favorite song from Sid the Science Kid? Bow bow bow. Okay, hide the clues while we get our handy dandy notebook. Right. What's your favorite song from Sid the Science Kid side table drawer? I'll go with I Do What I Do with a Skeleton. Use your notebook. Thanks. You're welcome. Now, before we find our first clue, I'm gonna show you my favorite shape. A circle. A clue, a clue. Where's the first clue? On the circle. It is on the circle. A circle must be our first clue. We need to write it in our handy dandy notebook. Notebook. Right. We got a circle. It's a round shape like this. There, a circle. So our first clue was a circle. What can be Blue's favorite song from Sid the Science Kid that's shaped like a circle? We need to find two more clues just to be sure. I'm gonna show you what can be long or short. A stick. A clue, a clue. Where's the second clue? On a stick. You're right, it is on a stick. Stick must be our second clue. We need to write in our handy dandy notebook. Notebook, right. It'll be way too easy to draw a single thing when you found a clue with one thing, like a shape or something. Let's just draw a line like this. There, a stick. So our first clue is a circle. Our second clue is a stick. Maybe it's a thing that's shaped like a circle and has a stick underneath. What can be Blue's favorite song from Sid the Science Kid with a circle and a stick? We need to look for one more clue just to be sure. I'm gonna show you what can be really hard and a little bit easy or hard to break. But I might want to be careful with it someday or so because this is a glass that's from windows or any other cups. A clue, a clue! On a glass? Yes! You're right, it is on the glass. A glass must be our last clue. We need to write in our handy dandy notebook. Notebook, right. We got a glass. We'll draw a square first. And two lines. There, that looks like a glass. Hey, we found all three clues. We're ready for our thinking chair. Thinking chair, right. Now that we're not thinking chair, let's think. We need to figure out what's Blue's favorite song from Sid the Science Kid. And maybe it was the second episode that was heard from Sid the Science Kid for the first time. Before more. Our first clue is a circle. Our second clue is a stick. And our third clue is glass. What could that be with the circle, stick, and glass? Maybe it's a thing that's shaped like a circle that can be on a stick. And maybe it's a glass that can help make things look big. What is that? A magnifying glass. Oh, a magnifying glass, that's it. Well, what kind of magnifying glass song is that? I magnify. I magnify. Static Blue. Bow, bow, bow. That's a science tool. We just figured out Blue's Clue. those, because we're really smart. So, Blue, this is the magnifying glass that we use when we search for things, right? Bow bow. Yeah, remember your old friend Steve used this from your experiment episode? Bow bow. Well, that might make things look big or something. We'll see you later, everybody. Bow bow bow.